Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another Grand Cross video, and today is very hot, and because of this, my computer is, or my laptop is literally dead. I cannot record a video for the life of me. That being said, I am getting a new PC around about a week. I do get paid tomorrow, so we're going to buy some computer parts, which is quite annoying because I have an empty computer shell just sitting next to me. But yeah, today's video is going to be top 10 manga characters slash moves, because technically there is the characters that are in the game, but you have certain moves. But you get my point when if you've read the manga. Yeah, so top 10 manga characters that I want into the game of Grand Cross. This being said, you can actually watch this if you are from JP, because obviously I do know obviously what's in JP. So the characters aren't yet in JP either. So this is pretty much exclusive to both JP and Global, and pretty much characters that are not yet in the series, and eventually will come to the game. And we're going to go over that when we do get to the part. But firstly, I should say, spoiler warning, if you haven't read the manga, just get off this video right now. Even the thumbnail and stuff is going to be censored, so if you do see it in a recommendation, you will not get spoiled for anything. And I want to preference that a lot, because the manga is very good. Definitely go read it. I do not want to be the person to spoil it. That being said, also, if you haven't read the manga either, definitely click off, and if don't read the comments, because there might be some other manga spoilers. But yeah, if you read the manga, let's get into things. So firstly, I want to start by saying, obviously, there are tons of characters and moves and combo attacks and all that stuff that could be added to the game. But while I was reading, I thought, okay, this is actually kind of sick. And I saved the certain screenshots and manga panels that I think are pretty cool. That being said, I think I have to actually blur out the actual speech bubbles. So read the manga. I don't know what to say. Yeah, anyway, so firstly is Kid Merlin. So not necessarily exclusive to the manga, because she is actually in the anime. And is she in the story of Grand Cross yet? I don't think they got into that part. Have they? No, they haven't. They definitely haven't. But yeah, Kid Merlin, obviously a character that is in the manga and also the anime. So technically, she's not a manga character, but there is a certain scene, and you can see it on screen right now, which I thought was so sick. I don't know, I kind of got chills reading it. But Kid Merlin, definitely kind of a cool character. I wouldn't mind seeing. That being said, she also could be a Transformer character. We did just get a new Transformer character on JP, which, you know, means they're doing more of those. So Kid Merlin transforming into normal Merlin could very well be a thing, or even vice versa. They could do different ways. Number 9, we have Elaine. Now, I'm pretty sure this is before Barn gave her powers to her. But yeah, no, this isn't. This is before. So yeah, this is before. Elaine, not really a character that shines in Grand Cross. Mainly because she has one or two characters that have both been quite bad. Her best time to use was pretty much on Global during the final boss King, I think it was. But yeah, Elaine, pretty much her final thing in the series, she does one last move, which is Tempest Waterfalls, which, I mean, the manga panel looks sick, right? She also has her wings, like her actual massive wings. I don't think she has wings in Grand Cross yet. So Elaine, this very well could be the last Elaine we ever get that is pretty much outside of the continuation they are doing. Okay, at number 9, we do have Arthur Chaos, or like Arthur infused with Chaos. Obviously a massive plot twist at the end, and Arthur does get a massive upgrade or power up, awakening, and he's got his sword. He's got obviously the Excalibur, which the power of Chaos in it is pretty sick, especially this manga panel I have. Once again, probably the last good Arthur we are going to... Actually, no, Red Arthur is pretty good now, especially on Global. We very well could see a version or two different versions of this, because he technically hasn't awoken or eaten the cat. And yeah, Arthur, I think a lot of people might put this higher on the list, but I think Arthur himself is a kind of an okay character. Not a big fan, but I do like the fact he gets a massive power up and basically becomes a god, right? He's got infused with chaos. He's kind of like a god pretty much. Next on the list at number 7. We do have Mael with the Sunshine Swords, or like Sunshine Commandment, Grace. Obviously, we do know Mael probably around the corner from Grand Cross, JP. But there is two different versions. We have Mael, normal version. Well, actually, a lot of versions, actually, I should say, because that's a whole other story. But I do like the fact when he does get the actual Grace, Sunshine back from Eskino, he does do a massive, sun attack, and also he has like kind of like these blades in his hands, which I think are kind of sick. But yeah, definitely I think out of the Maels or Esterosas, this might be my favorite one with the actual Sunshine Grace, rather than the little demon commandments and all the infuses he does before that. But I think this one's actually probably his best version. Next, we do have could be a Transformer character slash dual unit. We have Sinner, the original demon. He is kind of another plot twist in the series, where was it Cusack and Chandelier Chandelier. They both fuse, and they pretty much turn to the original demon, who, by the way, actually does disintegrate over time, similar to how Eskino does in his final part. So very well, if he does beat a character, I can see him hurting himself if he was to become a character, similar to how... Actually, we don't really have a character. Similar to how in PvP, if the game lasts too long, you do lose HP over time. I think that if they were to do that, bear in mind you have to be broken for this to do this. He eventually hurts himself, or if he does, you know, transform, he will eventually pretty much kill himself in the end, because that's pretty much what he does. And yeah, nothing too much to say about this one. Coming into top 5 now, probably the most wanted character, maybe. We have Purgatory Barn. Now, when I did first make my like transform and tier list, I didn't know how they could do a transform and Barn. And now that I've read the manga and fully seen what happens, very well could do many different versions of this guy. He's got one with his actual like his nunchucks. They got one where he's fully awakened. They got one pretty much could be transforming and then first entering Purgatory Barn. So this one, I think they could very well do a transforming Barn to pretty much what... Now, you gotta bear with me here. So essentially in Purgatory, is like a second, a second in real life, like the actual real world, is like a year in there. So you can imagine this, you know, you have a transforming Purgatory Barn. Barn himself obviously uses ultimate, walks into the portal, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense, but just bear with me. Walks into the portal, and then for a whole turn, he's not there. He's unkillable, untargetable, and the next turn he comes out fully buffed up, fully immune to anything, right? He's just OP Barn, and then he's transformed. He's got the new outfit on. He's got like new movesets, everything like how a normal transformed character would happen. That very well could be a thing, or you know, they could just do the normal thing and just release, you know, Barn Purgatory form, where he doesn't have his powers anymore if he does give it to Elaine. But yeah, that's a lot of characters they could do there, but I think I like the idea of him walking into the portal in game and him being untargetable for a whole turn and him walking out late the next turn being super OP. Next on the list, we have many other forms of the Demon King, but I do like the Medios one. You can see there is a colored version, I think, created by the creator or whoever did do it, but pretty sick. It's basically adult version, OP version of Medios, which I think is kind of sick, because you never see Medios in the big form. But I definitely, bro, the art is gonna be nasty, and like it's mad to think like how in season 1 we just had pretty much a revenge counter, but then now we have this. It's a bit nuts, but yeah, Demon King possessing Medios' body, pretty nasty. Obviously there is a Zeldris one, but I think if we're gonna pick them two, I think Medios might be the better pick, since he does look a bit better. But yeah, not much to say about this one. Now we're into the top 3. So next we have King with his wings. When I first saw this, I didn't like it, but I kind of like it now. It's King with his wings, fully obviously, you know, full power of the Fairy King. Definitely could do a lot more characters like Barn, where they could just do different versions of this character. But either one, I do like the fact that King does awaken. And he's got the new hairstyle, he's got the suit on. The customization they could do, this guy is pretty sick. Full power, he's got the beast, or his little teddy bear that transformed into a massive beast. There's so much you can do with him. But yeah, pretty much number 3, King with his wings, fully awakened, pretty sick. Okay, so next could be its own video, to be fair. I think I might do a video separately in the future. But we have Elizabeth and Medios, the final showdown between the Demon King. Both of them being a dual unit. Now, we're yet to actually talk about this on the channel, or to actually see a dual unit in the game. But now that we've just finally gotten transforming characters, I very well think we could get dual units in the future. And it works perfectly, because we already have combined attacks that feature 2 characters. But we have 2 skills and an ultimate from a character, right? Every character has 2 skills and ultimate. So one skill will be Medios, second skill will be Elizabeth, and an ultimate will be, you know, just them together, like how a combined attack is. Or, I did think what they could do is a trio attack, where you have obviously the character, which is a dual character, 2 people, and they also have a combined attack, which means they have 3 characters. If you can see screenshots and panels on the screen, I guess now, but it's, yeah, bro, like I think this is like the end game character if they're ever gonna do one. Medios Elizabeth, such an iconic character, especially in the manga. Them finally fighting together rather than them trying to both protect each other is kind of sick and an important scene in the manga. So yeah, if we're going to get the first dual unit, even though that'll be towards the end of the series, I think we could very well get dual units before that. But yeah, expect them to be a pretty OP character. But yeah, number 1, surprisingly, not actually the one. But I've been saying since, I think, my first ever top 5 video, my favorite character in the series might actually just be skinny Eskino. But yeah, this scene hits so hard. We have Eskino without his sunshine, obviously protecting both the trio makers, the Trouble Trio, Gil Thunder, Greenmore, and Hauser. Even though he doesn't have his power, because he does obviously give his sunshine grace back to Mael, he still... Oh, bro, I don't want to show the actual, the one where he's, like, almost half dead, but it's this scene, like, this picture right here, where he's got his shield and a sword, it's so sick, and I can't wait. I think we're going to get an Eskino before this, but I think the one with the sword and shield is, mate, I'll actually 6-6 this guy if he ever does come to the game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. First, we have Eskino without his sunshine with the little sword and shield. Granted, if he does come to the game, he might actually not be that good, but, this shot, man, it puts one on my face seeing this. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be all for today. So obviously kind of a quick list. I think it's around 10 minutes long. And obviously I didn't even touch the surface of what characters that could come to the game. But this is when I was reading it, I thought, okay, this could be a cool character to add. And yeah, I mean, many different characters can be added to this list, along with just certain moves. Like near the end, like every character, especially all the Sins, they do a new move, so that could be their own character themselves. We have like many other dual units. Like I did want to add Gopher and Gopher together as another dual unit, but they don't actually come back up in the manga. So when I do make a dual unit character list, they will probably be on that list. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you did read the manga, let me know what you thought about the ending, or what other characters that could be added to the game. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, thank you for watching, and peace.